All right, welcome back, guys. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, great. So yeah, this is the Ledger support team, guys. We are back, and so we're doing those AMAs almost every single day. Quick roundtable to introduce ourselves. Roy, this is not your first time, right?
No, it's not. I think it's the second or third, if I'm not mistaken. Hi, everyone. I'm Roy. I'm here at the support team as a training specialist, and I've been here in the team for about 4.5 years, I think, and it's always my pleasure to be on these AMAs.
Perfect. And we've got Rami.
Hi, guys.
And so we're here to answer your questions. So if you have any questions, go for it. You can drop them in the comments, and then we'll just pick them up and answer everything live. So go for it. This is your moment to just talk to us. Yep. So do we have any questions?
Let's go. So main lifestyle, please add McCade after pre-sale. Okay. McCade.
I must admit, I'm not too familiar with this asset.
Okay, so who's asking the question?
Main lifestyle.
My lifestyle. Please add McCade. So if you could explain maybe a little more in details what you mean. Maybe it's a coin. Is it a feature, a protocol that you'd like to see in Ledger Live? Just if you could give us a little more information in the chat, and then we'll let you know if that's on the roadmap or.
Yeah, and keep in mind if it's any kind of EVM-based chain, just like Binance Smart Chain or Polygon, you can always use your Ledger device with Metamask in order to manage them.
Okay. So what else?
And CJ, will Stocks wallet be able to stake Flare tokens same way Bitfrost wallet does it this way? It is simple and don't need Metamask.
Okay, so we do actually have Flare within Ledger Live, if I'm not mistaken. Staking, to my knowledge, not just yet. That said, who knows, maybe in the future. For now, though, it is definitely possible to do that by using your Ledger device with Metamask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if there's something to add, don't hesitate.
Yeah, I think Stacks is asking if Stacks will support staking. I think if a Ledger, if a Nano supports staking, then all the Nanos support staking. So like
the Stacks.
The Stacks will do it as well if we support it in the future. But for now, again, like it's not on the roadmap. So we have a Help Center article that you can check out if you go to support.ledger.com. and you type staking Flare or delegating Flare, then you find all the different instructions to do it. And guys, before we continue, please give us like a little feedback if you can hear us correctly, if the sound is good, the image is good, if it's all good. Just a quick feedback in the chat. And let's continue.
Yeah.
Level 100 TV, good morning. Sheriff Alamanway, but why the Bluetooth disconnect many times? Bluetooth, if you have too many Bluetooth pairing devices near you, it might cause some jumps. But if you're currently having many problems constantly, just drop us an email and then we can sort out what we can do for you.
Yeah, and don't hesitate also to check out our Help Center. We do actually specifically have a Help Center article on fixing Bluetooth connection issues. Most of them are actually fixed by simply repairing your devices.
Exactly.
Usually from there on it works. I personally once had an issue with it, and after resetting the pairing, I've never had it again.
Yeah, that's true. On iPhone, I know that you can forget the device as well. That helps. Like you just do the same thing again. And
yep, exactly. iPhone user here, so
yeah,
exactly.
So,
cool.
Okay, Jason Cruz, counting down the days when we can have a nice chat stack video tutorial. Us too.
Stack.
Yeah,
it's my fault. It's coming. It's on the backlog, but I haven't had time to film it yet. But it's coming for sure.
Yeah, definitely a pretty cool feature to be able to dollar cost average into crypto. So
It's just Bitcoin, right? For now?
I believe it was just Bitcoin. Yeah.
Okay. It's coming.
Okay, Marco Momek. Hi guys, a few days ago, do you notice that your YouTube account was streamed? Okay, yeah, we've recounted, but we have to work on it. Okay, Fire Archer, hi Ledger, not staking. Dot staking doesn't work for me. Any advice? Oh, interesting. Dot staking, Polkadot.
So it might have to do with the threshold, I'm guessing.
Can be.
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah.
So with Polkadot, there is actually a minimum amount that you'll need to be staking. So you can actually bond just 10 Polkadots. But the thing is, you can't nominate with that just yet. In order to nominate your Polkadot, you need to nominate at least 100. But then in turn, that is actually still not enough in order to gain rewards. If you want to have rewards, I believe the minimum is currently 264 Polkadot that you'll need to be nominating. We do recommend a little bit more because a nominator could, for example, be oversubscribed, and then you might still actually miss out on those rewards. So I would usually say around 300, but technically the minimum for getting rewards is 264 dot.
Yeah, and if you're still getting the issue, like just do get in touch, support.ledger.com, we can help. But yeah, it's always a little tricky. Polkadot is not as easy as...
Oh, and keep in mind, you could always look into staking pools as well. That's also a feature that you could use with Polkadot, and I believe the minimum for that is just 1 dot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You want a little more, actually, like 2.5 dots, because you need to keep some dots for transaction fees.
Oh, yeah,
and also for the... what do you call it? The existential deposit. But yeah,
it's like, 1 dot minimum. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right.
And also there are very detailed help center articles, so check it out. Okay, Loic Conan, is it normal for your ledger to just delete all your app? Many people are having that issue. Will that be fixed in the future?
No, the only situation where I could imagine that happening is entering an incorrect spin code 3 times, because that actually resets your ledger device. And when you reset your ledger device, not only does your recovery phrase actually get removed from your device, but also any apps that were installed. That is actually for security reasons, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine someone would get their hands on your ledger device. Now, of course, they don't have the PIN code, so they cannot really see, your recovery phrase or anything like that. But on top, since the apps are going to be uninstalled, they'll also not know which kind of apps you previously had. In other words, which crypto you previously had.
Yeah. And there was this issue with NanoXs as well, like where the NanoX, you would update the firmware. Was it with the NanoX and then you will wipe the apps? You guys?
Oh, that's normal. In order to update a firmware, you always first have to uninstall all applications.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, cool. And Ulfi1 Beer, sorry. Hi, is there a way to get the last 10 XRP out of the ledger account? Oh.
Yes, there is actually a way, but you can't get all the 10 XRPs. You can, so you'll have to delete your account. You can't do it with Ledger Live, but you can do it via XRP Toolkit. But you can only get like 8 XRP out of 10, I think. And you'll have to select so you'll have to select which address will receive the XRP. Make sure it's not an exchange address, because you cannot add a memo to that transaction to delete the account. So you'll need to have like a backup XRP account, like maybe a software wallet, for example, or like a different Ledger wallet, I guess. So yeah, but you can't get everything, but you will get like 8 out of 10, which is better than nothing, I guess.
I was actually not aware you can add memos. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, CJ, so Stacks wallet has Web3, so make it possible to stake Flare so we don't need Metamask. I mean, again, yes, if it's possible to stake with the Flare, with all the nanos, it will be possible with the Stacks too, I think. Moving on to County Ship Doc. My Apple phone Bluetooth is no longer connecting to my Nano to verify my address.
So that might be one of those cases where you would have to reset the Bluetooth pairing. Make sure when you do that to actually forget your Ledger device in your iPhone settings and not via the My Ledger tab. It actually needs to be forgotten on the Bluetooth of the phone itself rather than via Ledger Live.
Cool.
Okay.
Some Namibian. Hi guys, how long does it take for my device to be shipped from France to Namibia with a standard shipping?
I would have no idea. Normally, though, our website, when you're in the process of ordering, should indicate a timeline where it should arrive.
Yeah.
But I don't know that by heart, in honesty.
I think there's an article in the Help Center that lists all the shipping times, but those aren't guaranteed because it depends on the shipping type as well. Like express shipping goes faster than regular shipping, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you go on the Help Center, there might be like a link to, like it might be in there.
Hi Ferrari, yeah, all good, thank you. Next one, Jesus Cruz. If I get a new laptop or phone, can I recover my Hashback account wallet using my Ledger seed phrase and Hashback account ID? Don't need a private key or a Hashback 24 seed phrase, right?
That would indeed be correct. So you do actually need the exact 2 elements that you're mentioning. On the one hand, you would need to have your 24-word recovery phrase. You can enter that in a new device. Wait, was it about a laptop? Or okay,
also,
so
yeah.
in that case, you can just connect your Ledger device, so you don't actually need to use your 24 words. They are already on your Ledger device. That said, the account ID, that is indeed something that you would need in that case.
Markomomic, dot staking are not working on Ledger because if you choose a validator, you must have minimum 257 dot. If you have less, you need to stake in a pool with a Jess wallet. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
for
sometimes even having 257 dots will not be enough. It depends on which validators you've nominated. Because if your validator is oversubscribed, then you might need, like Roy was saying, like you might need 300 dots or 350 dots. So it really depends on, it's a case by case thing. So yeah, dot staking takes a little more work than your regular staking. But again, we've got documentation on this on the Help Center, and you can always reach out if you want like one person from our team to just take you through the steps and help you out.
Yeah, and just for reference, this is, by the way, not something that is on Ledger's side. This is actually how the blockchain itself works. So we really have no influence over that.
And recently the threshold was keep rising.
Yeah,
right?
264. Yep, that's correct.
Okay, Pita, I recently made a new 24 word recovery phrase on my NanoX, but I want to assess again my old recovery phrase on the same NanoX since it still has autumn coins in it. Does this will have a problem?
All right, so the first question, I guess, is that new recovery phrase that you got, does it have funds on it? If so, what you might want to do is first move the funds somewhere else and then reset your device. From there, you could enter the old recovery phrase again and actually get access to your Atom assets again.
And then probably you can send them to the...
Depends if they're staked or not, I suppose.
Yeah,
so there
that's
might be an
true.
unbonding period. It would depend on what's happening with the coins at that point.
The Bowmaster 100, when will the Ledger Crypto Debit Card, I think it's CL card, be available in the USA? Good question, actually.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I don't know either. I know it's being rolled out in the UK right now. It's still sort of in a like shadow beta phase, so be patient. The US is next, so it's gonna go UK, US, and Europe, I think.
Okay.
So this is the rollout plan. So we'll communicate. Like you can follow us on Twitter, and we'll communicate when it comes to the US and you can start using it.
CryptoMark Wildlife Lover. Hi, okay, no matter what I do, I cannot connect my Avalanche wallet to Ledger. I have followed all your support advice.
There could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
that go wrong.
Yeah, it's quite tricky to tell, indeed. So are we talking about the C chain of Avalanche? If so, you can actually use it with Metamask. If you're talking about the P chain or the X chain, you would need to use the Avalanche app on your Ledger device with the Avalanche wallet. It should work, however. I personally have used it in the past as well. Did work for me, so don't hesitate to share your ticket number. We would be happy to look into this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wolfie One Beer, thanks guys, thank you.
Welcome.
Wape Kazim, sorry. When will Ledger support Solana NFTs to appear under the NFTs?
Unfortunately, for now, we don't have an update on that just yet. I'm so sorry. However, you can, of course, already use your Ledger device to manage Solana NFTs, but you would be using it with Phantom Wallet, for example.
Dreamer9913, is it possible to invert the stocks display? I would love to have a black stocks.
Invert the stack display.
So basically, the colors
Like a negative?
becoming negative.
I don't think
think so.
No, I don't think it is. But what you can do is like you can upload any pictures on your Slack on your stacks. So what you can do instead, you can do that on your phone. You use one of those filters to invert the colors, and then you can upload that into your stacks, and that has the same effect basically.
Yeah, for the locking screen, you could choose any image that you would want. So indeed, you could invert the colors yourself, and from there choose that as your locking screen.
Yeah, you can be creative. You could have like, I don't know, like Mid-Journey, like create like a new image.
I remember I had some
put that up.
spicy memes on there, so
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice.
exactly.
can do a lot of fun things with it.
Eddie B, recently my Ledger Nano X internal battery stopped charging. I've only had my device for a year. Is there a way you can replace this for me?
Please reach out to us. We will be happy to look into this, happy to see if there's something that we can do to help. For example, it would usually be good to at least try to leave it charging overnight. and also try shutting it down directly via its control center once. This could actually help solve the issue, but if it doesn't, please reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to look into it.
And that would be support.ledger.com, guys. That's the help center. There's a little contact us button on there. You can just click it and you'll have access to like either a live agent, or you can send us an email and just explain your issue, and then we'll get in touch.
Yep.
In any case, we don't ask 24 words, so please.
Yeah,
don't
never share
don't
those.
share
A real Ledger agent will never ask you for your 24. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, CJ again. All over Twitter, I see Ledger and Best Buy store. Can you confirm if this is true?
We can confirm.
It's true.
Yep.
And don't worry, it's safe to buy from Best Buy, right? It's
It's an official reseller.
it's
so
official.
No worries. All good.
Yeah.
But display, by the way, was beautiful. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen the photo.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
I love it.
Definitely.
I think a lot of people think that they have this impression that it's like it's not safe to buy from resellers,
Yeah.
but it's just like buying from Ledger directly, right? Because all the devices come from
From us directly.
Yeah, from us directly, right?
exactly.
yeah. So it's safe.
Michael J. Holly, this may have been asked already. I have a Nano. Is it possible to create a clone of the device just in case I were to lose one where it was destroyed?
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I personally do that myself as well. The only thing you need to use is the 24 words that you got from the first device. So on your second device, when you start using it for the very first time, do not choose set up as new device. Instead, choose the option restore from your recovery phase, enter the 24 words that you got from the first device, and from there they will both give access to the exact same accounts and addresses.
So the device doesn't really matter, right? It's all about the recovery phase.
It's all about the recovery phase. And yeah, it's actually a best practice that we do tend to recommend in case, especially if you have a bit more crypto. Can't say that's the case for myself, but if you do, then
late.
a backup can be quite handy.
That's true. Okay, Marco Momic. Guys, are you working on Moonbeam staking on Ledger Live? Currently, I'm staking on Metamask.
Which one?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam staking. Yeah, it's like it's a Polkadot. Yeah, it's a
right?
parachain.
Yeah, it's parachain. EVM parachain,
EVM,
which is
yeah.
pretty cool.
I think I don't know if it's on the roadmap, but eventually, like it's like everything. Like eventually, we want to bring it into Ledger Live, but it's not. The feature doesn't exist yet because usually those features, especially when it involves staking, it's more complex, and we need to figure out like good, safe UX before we ship it to you guys. So typically that takes more time. But yeah, the game plan is to eventually have Ledger Live as like almost like a super app, right?
Yeah,
Where
pretty
everything
much.
is in there. Yeah.
I mean, I like to argue it already kind of is, but we can continue building. And I do know that some EVM chains we are looking into. Unfortunately, I can't say too much there just yet, but don't worry, looking into it.
All right.
Okay, David, PJ, and Ty. I bought a cold storage device, cool, but don't know how to use it with my phone. I bought it not knowing exactly if this was correct. It seems the one I needed came out after this one. What to buy now? A connection piece or adapter?
Okay, I see. So I think you might not have the Ledger Nano X, but instead have a Ledger Nano S or a Ledger Nano S Plus. In these cases, you can actually use your device with an Android smartphone. So if you have an Android, you could actually use a USB-C to USB-C cable for the Ledger Nano S Plus, or a micro USB to USB-C for the normal Ledger Nano S. Keep in mind, unfortunately, due to technical limitation, it does not work for iPhones. But if you have an Android, that is actually possible via USB cable.
Perfect. Before we continue, just to reset the room, if you guys just joined the stream, this is the Ledger support team, and we're here until 5 p.m. CT, give or take. And this is your chance to ask us anything, really, like if you've got any issue, if there's a pending ticket, if you've got any burning question, this is the time for you to ask us, and we'll just answer anything. So go for it.
Okay, so CryptoMark Wildlife Lover said, yes, C-Chain, it tries to connect but will not. And then he also gave us, okay, I will leave you in peace. However, support takes so long to reply. Thanks anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry if we're taking some time to reply to you, but we will, as soon as possible, come back to you. So if you will still have to work on your Avalanche wallet, just don't hesitate to drop your ticket number or just give us another email on the already open ticket, and we will answer you.
If you've got a ticket number, drop in the chat. We'll pick it up. We'll pick it up after the AMA, and we'll see if we can speed that up for you. But like things you can, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that could go wrong right now.
Yeah, at least C-Chain can be managed via Metamask. That is
Yeah.
actually the
Yeah,
EVM
C-chain one, yeah.
chain.
So you can
Avalanche.
you could try it via MetaMask instead, right?
Yep.
Do we have a Help Center article? on
I
this?
believe we
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Yeah.
We do for sure.
So yeah, you might want to check that out. Go on the Help Center, support.ledger.com, and check the how to connect to Avalanche via MetaMask, and you might find like a workaround, and hopefully that'll work. You also want to make sure that everything is up to date. Like if your Avalanche app or the firmware is not up to date on your device, then that might get in the way. You might want to try different ports on your computer as well. I mean, like a lot of things can go wrong this way. Sometimes it's the little things. So just make sure everything is checked, right? And check the Help Center. Again, we might have some documentation for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Peter, what if I don't send my coins from the new 24 recovery phrase, but just immediately reset my NanoX to assess my Atom coins from the old recovery phrase? What would be the problem?
It wouldn't be a problem per se. It's just, in that case, what I would really recommend for you to do before resetting the device is actually install the recovery check app on your Ledger device, just so you can first make sure that you got that new set of 24 words written down correctly. So the recovery check app is actually something that you can install on your Ledger device. And from there, you could, on the Ledger device, enter your set of 24 words. And the Ledger device will just tell you, yes, that's correct, or no, that's incorrect. So it's just a way to make sure.
Any risk if it's not correct, then
Yeah, if it's not correct, it's definitely risk. And in that case, I would really recommend sending it out first. Because remember, if you reset your device and you actually don't have the correct set of 24 words, you can lose your assets.
But the device will not do anything if it fails the test, right? It will not lock or anything like the test.
No.
Different.
It would just tell you correct or incorrect. Exactly.
Okay, moving on. XLL Bits, what is the estimated timeline for the integration of Thorchain in Ledger Live?
Ooh, Thorchain.
It will come eventually, but it's always the same. It's difficult for us to give any ETAs because it's software, right? So like one bug can push back the release date a lot, and in general, like any ETA is a bit of a white lie, so that's why we tend to avoid promising like dates. Okay, this is going to be available at that time. So just stay tuned, right? You can follow us on Twitter or on YouTube. Be careful with fake accounts, of course, but we tend to, inform people of new features on social media first.
Okay, cool. Moving on. In Oud Jones, smiley face, thank you. Licarso NanoX support for SHX anytime soon.
SHX.
It's a stronghold token.
Can you show that?
Is it an ERC20 token or?
Yeah,
It
I
is
was
an
just
ERC20.
wondering.
Oh,
Okay, so in that case, it might not be supported in Ledger Live just yet.
It is not. It's just
You just checked. Okay, so it is indeed not just yet. We can actually make a request for it. We cannot promise anything, but we'll be happy to make a request to see if we can add it. That said, keep in mind, any ERC20 token that is not supported in Ledger Live, you can still use your Ledger device with MetaMask, MyEther and you can still manage it there.
Bar 95. So when will be the release of Ledger NanoX to MetaMask Mobile?
yeah. We don't know. It's coming, but again, we can't promise any ETAs. We're working on it, and when it's ready, then we'll let you guys know. Just follow us on Twitter again, and yeah.
I mean, even before we say about something, the community will reach out to you probably after that.
It's coming. We promise. It's coming. I know you guys have been waiting for it. We're waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
I was going to say, not just you guys,
Yeah.
me too. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay, David PJ, thanks. Thank you. DT, my PC is close to this. Oh no. How can I move my Ledger NanoX onto a new PC? Thanks.
First off, sorry to hear that, man. I mean, yeah, that's rough. Thankfully, though, your Ledger Nano X is very easy to use on a new computer. All you need to do is install Ledger Live on a computer. With your Ledger Nano X, you actually don't really need to do much. Just connect it, unlock the PIN, and you can add accounts on Ledger Live on a different computer.
Yeah, because the coins are not in your PC, right?
Exactly, they're on the blockchain. And your Ledger Nano X is going to allow you to synchronize back to those accounts again.
Of course. So,
Very good.
again, in the end, the most important thing is your 24-word recovery phrase. All the time, just to assess to your assets. So you
Don't share it. That phrase is super important. Don't share it. Even with Ledger, especially with anyone.
Ledger, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, these live sessions are a great idea. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love
Appreciate
doing
it.
those.
David PJ Tai, I can't remember. It's been still news over a year. I'll look into it.
All right.
Yeah, perfect. Oliver Granite, hello. If I want to send XRP to exchange, do I need Ethereum for gas fee? Thank you.
No. XRP has its own network, so you'll be paying fees on the XRP with XRP on the XRP network, but the exchange will actually, if you send from an exchange, then the exchange will actually take that fees and also charge you a small withdrawal fee. But same if you want to send XRP from your Ledger wallet back to the exchange, then you'll also pay a transaction fee with XRP again.
Yeah, and keep in mind, when you're sending XRP to an exchange, do not forget to add the destination tag. If you unfortunately forgot to add that, the exchange would provide this, by the way. If you forget to add that, the exchange would still receive the XRP, but they have no idea who it actually belongs to. So please don't forget that. Very important.
Where do people find the tag exactly?
So normally this is given on the exchange platform itself. So I remember for Coinbase, I don't think they currently support XRP anymore.
Oh, they don't? Oh, okay, maybe not.
I think they might have
because of the
listed
SEC thing.
at the time. Yeah, exactly. But they will actually present you with the destination tag, and usually it's given on the same page as where you would also obtain the address.
Yeah. Don't forget it, guys, because it's a pain. It's a pain to get the coins back if you send without a memo. I mean, the funds are not lost, but the exchange now it's if it's up to the exchange if they want to help you get the XRP back or not. So it can take a while.
And in some rare cases, and unfortunately quite sad cases, we have seen some that just don't help as well. So please don't forget it.
Yeah.
Crypto Gains Club 369. Okay, just an idea. Ledger with your favorite crypto logo color. Would love HEX color gradient ledger.
I like that idea.
Yeah, we also like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like a custom swivel like that.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
I like it. Thanks for the idea.
Mar95, can you integrate Cordao to Ledger Live together with a staking
Is it
style?
Cardano but misspelled or
It's DAO.
Cordao?
Yeah.
Cordao.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's
I was like, what?
DAO.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cordao.
Oh.
Can't say I'm familiar with that one, unfortunately.
It's an ERC20 token. Okay. It's not Cardano.
No, it's not Cardano. Thank you for the feedback. Unfortunately, staking and also DAOs do take quite some time to actually integrate. There's usually quite a bit more work that needs to be done in the back end. But thanks for the feedback. Always appreciate it.
Okay, Matija Kuzma, please share some details about Hedera Hashgraph, hashback HBAR staking support. Ooh.
There isn't
Yeah,
much we can share.
Yeah.
It's in the works. I mean, what we talking about normal
No,
staking?
About
Staking.
staking Hashgraph.
Oh yeah, it's on the roadmap. We're still working on it. It's been a long time now.
Okay.
But it is on the roadmap, so it's coming. But again, like the feature will only ship when it's good and ready to use and safe as well. So that's why we don't rush releases. We just wait until the feature is good enough to be pushed into Ledger Live, and then then you'll have it. So again, no ETA, but just stay tuned, and it's coming. It will come eventually.
Jungle Forever, thanks for these lives. They are very helpful to me as I am completely new to crypto.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's our pleasure.
Level 100 TV, good morning Ledger supports. I accidentally sent a BNB token to, I think this must be Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum
the W's
address.
next to the E.
Yeah, Ethereum address to Ledger. How do I retrieve it?
All right, so first off, kind of good news because Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain will share the exact same address.
Okay.
In other words, what you can actually do is add a Binance Smart Chain account, and from there, the BNB tokens should show up.
Right.
Perfect. Okay, so many questions, sorry. Declan MC Genius. Hi Forks, it's Forks, sorry. It's
much into crypto
possible
there.
to put XCC on my Ledger X and Ledger Live.
XCC.
So it rings a bell. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
I've
know.
seen it somewhere. But
eCash.
oh, eCash. That's an OG coin here. I don't think it's supported
What was it
anymore.
again? I think it was Bitcoin ABC. Bitcoin Cash ABC, right?
Yeah. It has
Oh,
been
that's a fork.
rebranded.
It's a fork.
Yeah, it's a fork of Bitcoin Cash.
Okay.
Gosh, I unfortunately don't have much news on that, I'm afraid.
We'll check. You know what you can do is after the live you can post your question in the thread so we know where to find you. Once we've got the answer, we'll get back to you there.
Yep.
Ooh. Markham will make one more, guys. How about Arbitrum on Ledger?
It's coming. It's coming.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, we're very excited about it, and it's great to have layer 2s finally in Ledger Live because.
Yeah, personally quite excited about that one as well. Absolutely.
Biz Entertainment, when we'll get MetaMask mobile integration? Again, we would really waiting for it, and like definitely you will get the news from us.
In the works, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kilmont Dukowski. Sorry, guys.
Nice.
How to select another sole address within Ledger Live? I have connected Ledger to Phantom and select a different address than the default.
Yeah.
However, the default is the only address I have on the app.
Yeah, so what happens there is within Ledger Live, it will only scan an address if it finds that there's no balance or no transaction history on it. Ledger Live will actually stop scanning. So it would check your first address. Remember, when you actually added an account on Phantom, sorry, not Soulflare, you would have those different addresses, and you probably chose one a bit lower in the row. If you'd chosen the top one, that would have been the same one as Ledger Live would show. Now, there's a way around this, though. If you just send the smallest amount of Solana to that first address, or the one that's shown in Ledger Live, after that, you can actually add a second account. Once that one has a transaction history, you can also add a third account, etc., until you would be able to access the same account as the one that Phantom gives as well.
Very good answer.
Thank you for the information, Roy. Afwapi Kazim, please help with Ledger support case 808-23198. I'm expecting a prepaid return level.
We got your ticket. We'll get back
We'll look
to you.
into it. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Bar98, can you add the Cordato chain really needed to Ledger Live?
Again, we'll escalate the suggestion, but we can't promise any ETAs.
Carol Natale, I am trying to move Crow to Nano S, but Coinbase does not recognize your address.
So that's actually a pretty interesting one, and there is a possible reason for it. So Crow actually exists on two different blockchains. On the one end, you have Kronos. This is an address that starts with 0x, just like Ethereum. On the other end, you also have crypto.org. This, however, is a Cosmos-based chain, and it starts with Crow 1. So what's possible here is that Coinbase might only support one of these two. So if, for example, you have a crypto.org account and Coinbase does not accept that, you might want to try Kronos instead.
And make sure to select the right network as well when you withdraw the coins.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, they might get sent to Ethereum or like a different network. So you need both the correct address on the correct network and to select the correct network in the menu.
Yep.
Crypto Gains Club, 369. Postchain plus Ledger, can't wait. Okay.
We'll escalate. No.
Oliver Rennet, hello. If I want to send XRP from my ledger to an exchange, do I need Ethereum? No, as Dan already explained, you would need XRP.
Yep.
JT Knock, continue getting error when trying to purchase XRP with MasterCard. Any ideas?
We would need to know which provider you're trying to use. Is it MoonPay, Ramp? There's a bunch, right?
Binance, Coinify. There's quite a few different payment options out there, and it might be related to one of their services. I guess my best tip would be maybe reach out to them. It might be something on their end.
Yeah.
But also, if you are getting like specific error message, you can also reach out to us with the screenshot. DT, don't I have to export accounts? Some settings like that.
That's a follow-up question to something else?
I think it was about the 24 word if he is using the new
No.
So there is, by the way, I think I do know what you're talking about, and the export is actually a way to for Ledger Live to show a QR code which you can scan with your smartphone. This is basically a way to easily and quickly add the accounts that you might have on Ledger Live desktop onto your smartphone app as well.
Dreamer 990 13, does the Stacks have an NFC chip? hypothetically would this compromise the device? In a future device iteration, can we have Google Apple Pay on our stacks and use it as tap and pay? Wow.
So yeah, I think there is a plan to have one maybe, but like the feature is not still under development, I think.
Yeah, and keep in mind whatever kind of protocol it uses, USB or Bluetooth, or if it does, because I must admit I'm not aware of this one, but if it were to use NFC, keep in mind it's only a way to communicate. And it wouldn't be able to, for example, immediately withdraw crypto or something like that. It wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, because that would be a failure of the device, really. And like your private keys will always stay in the secure elements.
Yeah.
And it never leaks, right? Like USB connection cannot leak the private keys. Bluetooth cannot leak the private keys. NFC, if it's supported eventually, will not be able to leak the private keys. So don't worry.
Keep in mind, for any kind of action that you want to take on your Ledger device, Ledger stacks included, you will always need to give the consent yourself.
Ricardo, Cypherium on NanoX anytime soon, please?
Well, we'll look into it, but it might already be supported. If it's an ERC20 token or a token, then you can just send it to whatever is the parent account. Cypherium. If you could post the ticker, that would be helpful in the chat, and we'll look it up.
Christopher Forrest, hello guys, thanks for the good work and lives you're doing. Excellent, thank you. Staking of One, Harmony, and Phantom, is it something you are planning?
Harmony, I have to admit, I'm not too familiar with.
I know Harmony, you can stake it with Metamask.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It used to be a BEP2, but it
has a mainnet.
It's an EVA chain now, I think.
It says it's a coin. Can't say that I'm 100% certain on this.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah, it might.
Yeah. I do remember we have a dedicated app for Harmony. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure on staking that one. But Phantom, on the other hand, that is definitely an EVM chain. That is possible to do by using your Ledger device with MetaMask. For now, Phantom is actually supported in Ledger Live. Not the tokens, but just Phantom itself. But indeed, staking is not a thing in Ledger Live yet. So instead, I would recommend using MetaMask if you want to use it for staking.
Biz Entertainment, when support for ERC 1155 tokens and NFT?
I think, I might be wrong, but I think it's already supported,
Yeah, I have some ERC 1155 as well on my own account. So, that's already supported in Ledger Live.
If you can't see the NFT, it might be an issue with metadata, in which case you can go to Rarible, I think, and refresh the metadata, and maybe you will, if after a few minutes, it will pop into MetaMask, into Ledger Live. Sorry. See, we're excited about MetaMask too.
Okay, David PJ Thai, things that came in out of sync. Okay, cool. Like Conan, I guess my question was not complete. I was in Ledger Manager. I noticed 3 app updates were available. I clicked on update. Oh, okay. Suddenly all my previous installed apps were no longer installed.
Yeah, I think it's the locked device bug, right?
They are mentioning it.
With NanoX.
Okay, so we actually have acknowledged this error message, and if you can open a ticket with us, we are going to handle it.
I think we replaced devices.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
No?
We are for the moment we are replacing it, so
you
can open the ticket with us. So
get in touch. We'll take care of you, man.
Bar 95. How about Hedera chain? Can you integrate it in Ledger Live?
It's in the works.
I believe that was a chain, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shanzi 369. Hello, my XLM says certificate expired, but my ledger is updated.
Right?
That I think certificate expired.
Ledger Live, right?
Yeah, I think that's something to do with synchronization. It might help to actually clear Ledger Live's cache in that case.
Update Ledger Live as well.
And
do both.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
There's this amazing article in our help center how to update everything, the setup. So please follow the things. Everything's amazing. It usually helps. Oliver, thank you. Mark Amomic, Filecoin staking.
Filecoin. I believe it's supported in Ledger Live nowadays, but not the staking just yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Cartel. Hi, nice day to you. Nice day to you too. When will KDA currency
Cadena.
currency be supported?
Unfortunately, for now, we don't have news on it just yet, but I do believe it's being looked into. So stay tuned, follow us on Twitter, and you'll be able to get the latest updates there.
Well, can I stake coins on Ledger without leaving my coins on the exchange? If so, which coins?
Oh my,
No,
so
you
many.
can't. Yeah.
So I can speak just for the ones that are in Ledger Live itself. So we have
Wait, can
Cosmos, Ethereum can be liquid staked with Lido within Ledger Live itself. We have Tron, Tezos, Polkadot, Cosmos, Osmosis, CeeLo. There's a lot of them out there. And on top, that's just the ones in Ledger Live. If you're also interested in ones that are maybe not supported in Ledger Live, don't hesitate to specify a particular coin. I'll be happy to look into it.
But DT, keep in mind that the coins, what Roy says is correct, but the coins have to be in the Ledger device. You cannot stake from your Ledger device if the coins are still in the exchange, right? You first need to bring the coins onto your Ledger wallet, and then you'll be able to stake it. Because if you leave the coins on an exchange, then the exchange has the private keys, and you need those to be able to stake, right? So.
Yep.
PETA, guys, what's the app name again? I'm checking your 24 recovery phrase if it's correct. Recovery check app.
Yep, it's Recovery Check.
Jesus Cruz, if all my crypto is on my Ledger account and a hacker gets a hold of my Gmail account and able to defeat my 2FA, can they take over my crypto by stealing my crypto?
Nope, not at all. Unless for any reason you entered your 24 words in your Gmail account, which should absolutely not be done. But if your computer gets hacked, and I really mean like completely hacked, totally hacked, everything's taken, they will still not be able to access your Ledger device. Just make sure to never enter your 24 words on a computer, on a smartphone, or any device that can connect to the internet.
No pictures of it. No
In no
digital
way.
copies.
Yeah.
Once that the case that the customer put it in the Google Drive, and
We've seen that before.
I thought it was safe because the Google Drive was only like accessed for her. But you know, when you're hacked, like everything's
Don't do it,
Never
guys.
on a computer, ever.
DT, any thoughts on XYO coin on Ledger?
XYO, I've heard of that
Yeah,
one
me
in
too.
the
No idea.
past. Unfortunately, I haven't heard of it lately. Is it maybe a token?
Yeah, it's a token,
It
yeah.
is.
ERC20.
Okay. So if it's a token, an ERC20 token, you can actually manage it with your Ledger device. It might just not be supported in Ledger Live yet. In that case, use your Ledger device with Metamask or use it with MyEther Wallet, and you'll still be able to manage it that way.
Oliver Robertson, Stacks pre-order estimate dates are moving back. Is this because of demand or production issues?
It's mostly demand. Like it's been very popular. So yeah, we had to ramp up the production lines and just to make sure like everything will be delivered. But yeah, the cost of that was that we had to delay the shipping date. But it's coming. It's coming.
Level 100 TV. So an unknown token popped up on my Ledger Live dashboard and I accidentally clicked on it. Should I be concerned about it being hacked or what?
So not just yet. This is basically not an on-chain interaction that you made. Now, if you signed a transaction with it, however, that might have posed some kind of risk, but just clicking on it in Ledger Live, absolutely not. If you want, by the way, you can hide this token. Right-click it in Ledger Live, and you should have the option of hiding it.
SM, is the only way to access the NFT on the Ledger USB via the Ledger Live app? Am I able to plug in the Ledger and then see the NFT without?
Yeah, you can absolutely see it without plugging your Ledger device. So Ledger Live basically just synchronizes with the blockchain and sees what you currently have on there. You can also use your Ledger device with other solutions than Ledger Live. So if it's, for example, an NFT that's on Ethereum, you could use your Ledger device with Metamask and connect that to OpenSea to manage it as well.
Thank you for the answer, right? Okay,
problem.
Jetianok, Remp is where I get the error buying XRP.
Get in touch with their customer support team because unfortunately this is a third-party service, so we don't handle customer service for them. But yeah, if you have a swap or purchase ID, then get in touch with them with the purchase ID and they'll get you sorted.
Okay, DT, if new users like me would like hand-holding phone support to transfer accounts from my old PC to new PC, is there a way to do this? If you're referring to a call service, we do not have a call support in Ledger yet, but you can have the live chat. you can start the support with the live chat. So you're going to have a live chat with our agents.
Yeah, keep in mind we do not currently provide phone support. So if anyone ever would be calling you pretending to be Ledger, not us. We do not provide phone support at the moment.
Biz Entertainment, with the new Ledger Live, it is not supported to make High Sierra OS, and the hardware can't be updated any further, forcing to get either a new CPU or choose a different hard wallet option.
That's the Ledger Live not supported OS, old OS version like issue, I think.
Sounds like it. I don't know which version High Sierra is, to be honest.
I think 10.13 and under are no longer supported. So
yeah, that's correct.
You can either you can download like an old version of Ledger Live, which is it's a workaround, but it's not really recommended. Or you can update to a newer PC, which is the recommended option. It's safer because you'll continue getting the new features from Ledger Live, new apps, new firmware updates. So this is really what you should do.
Another thing that you could consider is using your Ledger device with Ledger Live Mobile. Keep in mind though, if you have a Nano S or a Nano S Plus and you have an iPhone, unfortunately that is not going to work.
Okay.
Till Knecker, Ledger crypto debit credit card in Europe, Switzerland?
CL card.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, Switzerland, I'm not sure. Is it
Switzerland,
part of the EU? No, I don't think
It's
so.
not part of the EU, but it might be still within our scope. I can't say that with certainty. I would say stay tuned.
Very good.
Dennis Papiusev, my BTC address isn't changing anymore. How can I fix it?
So keep in mind that the address will only change after a successful deposit. So if you just created the address but you haven't sent Bitcoin to it yet, then it's normal that it's not changing. However, if it's never changed, it's like after the successful deposit, if it's still the same address, then there might be an issue with Ledger Live, or that might be a fake version of Ledger Live. In which case, I would say just please get in touch and let us have a look at Ledger Live before you do anything, right? Or like send a small test amount first, see if the transaction goes through, then see if the address changed next time around, and just be careful here.
Okay, MG, is it possible to send crypto from one NanoX ledger to another without going through an exchange?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. I could, for example, send some funds to Dan if I like, and we're both Ledger users. You don't need to use an exchange in the middle. So yeah, that's absolutely possible. Do keep in mind though, you are going to have to create an on-chain transaction. It's not possible to create an off-chain transaction between two Ledger devices.
Okay.
Loni Conan, thank you for answering the question. I just received my case number. Okay, I've noted it, so we will get back to you.
Appreciate it.
Dennis Pafusava, do you have a plans to add Kava?
Kava. So that's a Cosmos-based blockchain. So of course I would know that.
Good expert here.
So unfortunately for now, for Ledger Live, I haven't seen anything on that yet. But do keep in mind you can use your Ledger device with a Cosmos app on it alongside Kepler, and from there you can actually manage your Kava as well.
All right. Rapid fire, guys. I think we just have 2 more minutes.
Okay. Omega de Magnificat. Okay. Hello. How do I send Lunk to Ledger?
Lunacy. Yeah. You
Classic.
connect your Ledger device to a third-party app called Rebel Station. You create an address, and then you send that to that address. The coins are stored on your Ledger device, so it's perfectly safe. There is a HapCenter article about it.
Joshua, hi, quick question. Is it safe to use Wallet Connect with Ledger? I mean, like 100% safe? If so, can you please explain how or why it is safe?
Definitely is.
for it.
Keep in mind, your Ledger device keeps the private keys stored on your Ledger device. Just always do pay attention to what kind of smart contract you're signing. That is still important.
Crypto Insight, is there a plan to expand your support over the weekend and overnights? These lives have been great, but 24/7 chat would be cool.
I think that's the goal, but we're not there yet. So yeah.
We do try to answer some emails in the weekend at this point, but in the live chat coverage, not there yet.
Yeah,
However,
sorry.
we're looking into it.
Biz Entertainment, where do I find wearable to see ERC 1001,505?
Yeah,
Suggested to refresh.
So yeah, Rarible is almost like you spell it. It spells Rarible.
Yes.
Rarible, yeah. So Rarible. Then go there, connect your Ledger device to it, and then actually, you know what? Go to support.ledger.com and type that's the Help Center. Type Rarible in the search bar. You'll find a Help Center article that'll teach you how to do it.
CJ, idea, make a phone that is also Ledger, all in one. Wow, yeah, one day maybe.
Maybe.
Peta, guys, I downloaded the recovery checkup. The 24 recovery phrase is correct. Is it okay to immediately reset my NanoX to access my coins from my old recovery phrase with the same device?
In that case, it should be okay. Just make sure to keep your set of 24 words very, very secure and that you don't lose access to that. But if indeed it's correct, then you should be good to go.
MJ, yes, we have already answered. You can just get the receiving address and you can send to the another NanoX without problems. Dennis Pavius, are you hiring software engineers? You can check out our hiring page if you would like to. Thank you. Oliver Robertson, have you considered integrating security key functionality into a Ledger device?
Ledger device is actually already a form of 2FA. So basically your Ledger device is the security key.
And you can use it as 2FA if you want to with what is
the Fido app.
The Fido app,
Yep.
RS6, when I connect Ledger with Metamask, there are 5 accounts. Let's say my passphrase was compromised. I want to log in using my passphrase to move my asset out ASAP. How can I restore the exact count?
Metamask will not compromise your recovery phrase. Again, like your private keys are always secure in the device. Metamask never has access to those private keys. However, there's been instances where people would type the recovery phrase into Metamask, which you should never do. In this case, you will need to reset the device, like empty your accounts to safe accounts, then reset the device, create a new recovery phrase, and then send your funds back. There are instructions on the Help Center. You just go to support.ledger.com and type how to create new accounts and recovery phrase into the search bar. You'll find the article. If that's your case, but if you just connected your Ledger to MetaMask the regular way, then you have nothing to worry about. It's completely safe.
Okay. Do you think we can cover more?
Yeah, maybe 1, 2 more. I think
we're all right for now.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. MG, I wanted to say to myself, if I have 2 Ledger Nano X,
you can absolutely send between your 2 own devices. That is not a problem. You could do that. Yes.
Okay, Declan, my MC Genus, can 2 or more people use the same laptop and Ledger Live with their own individual Nano Axes?
It's possible, not necessarily recommended, but if you have to do it, make sure you label each account correctly so you know who owns which device and accounts and it's not a mess. I think there is a video on YouTube called How to Manage Multiple Devices with Ledger Live, so you want to check that out.
Yep.
Or else you can create the 2 like separate accounts, like for the computer itself, and then you can download it. BG Internet, what's the process to get new blockchains listed on Ledger Live?
Developer page, Discord, you can reach out on Discord. So just go on Google, type Ledger Discord open. You'll find an invite to our Discord, and there you can get in touch with the developers, and then they'll orient you to the proper.
Yeah, and if recalling this correctly, I think open the E was spelled with a 3 instead.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Just have fun. Ada Stickball Ledger Live Figments.
Okay, so I think I kind of see where that's going. So within Ledger Live, we currently do not have Cardano staking just yet. However, you can use your Ledger device with ADA Lite, and you can actually participate in staking pools from there.
That's cool.
Amazing. Era6, thank you. Ledger is amazing. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
MG, thank you for your patience and your availability to answer questions. You are great. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And that's it. Well, great. Well, thank you very much, guys. That was a pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow on Twitter, on YouTube on Thursday, same time, 4 p.m. Hopefully the same people. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then we have a Twitter AMA at 5 p.m. CT on Friday as well. So, and we're gonna continue those YouTube live as well. We know that you guys love them, and we like doing them as well.
Yeah,
it's always
absolutely.
fun. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next live. Bye.
Thanks everyone for joining.